bet you know this game. The gameplay is straightforward. A plane takes off, and as it gains altitude, a multiplier increases. Players must cash out before the plane randomly flies away. If the plane disappears before you exit, the round is lost. Because of its unpredictable nature, short rounds, and interactive live chat features, it has gained significant traction globally as a fast-paced, high-stakes experience. Meet the Aviator game.
This game takes flight exactly when you least expect it. You might try to outsmart yourself, thinking if I cash out now, I can buy a slice of pizza. But if I wait just a little longer, I'll buy the whole pie. Then suddenly, the plane vanishes, and you're left with nothing but a slice of bread. These are the richest people in the world as of 2026. If you are one of those people who believe you will surpass all these billionaires by wagering on the Aviator game, boom, be the next Elon Musk. Well, you are clearly deceiving yourself. It's a solid reality check. Just as a heads up, since you're looking at the 2026 rankings, the top of the list currently features familiar titans like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg, whose net worths are often driven by massive equity in their companies rather than quick wins. Moving from a slice of bread to a billion-dollar bakery usually takes a bit more than a lucky cash out. Stop trying to chase that little plane. The Aviator game is a one-way ticket to an empty wallet, and the house always wins in the end. If you want to be truly wealthy, put your money where it actually grows. Buy books. Feed your brain instead of the game. Knowledge stays with you forever. Start a business. Build something you actually own. It's better to be the boss than a gambler. Grow ideas. Spend your time thinking of the next big thing. Trading your hard-earned cash for a quick thrill will only leave you broke. Invest in yourself instead. That's the only bet that actually pays off. Gambling doesn't build the future of a young man. Discipline does, hard work does, skills do. Your future is too important to gamble. Believe it or not, the Aviator wasn't cooked up by some suit-and-tie gaming conglomerate. It actually started in a small studio in Tbilisi, Georgia. The masterminds at Scribe, founded in 2018, had a light bulb moment when their co-founder took one look at the concept and declared, "This is going to be the next big thing." Between 2018 and 2019, Scribe teamed up with a Jarabit to bring that little red plane to the digital world. That partnership was the boarding pass that finally allowed players outside of Georgia to get in on the action. Scribe officially cleared Aviator for takeoff in January 2019, and the rest is history. And that, my friends, is how this tiny red plane landed in your pocket just to hijack your wallet. Yes, you don't look away. It doesn't matter if you're a Gen Z pro or a granny. The game is so simple, even your nana could be cashing out or crashing out. Here's where things get truly wild. Aviator now pulls in more monthly players than every African artist's monthly listeners. It's basically the biggest hit on the continent. You can find it lurking on over 5,000 operator sites, like Betway, Hollywood Bets, and many more. It's officially everywhere. This has become a major crisis across Africa. Nations including South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Nigeria, and Zimbabwe are currently facing a gambling addiction crisis. Here is the sad truth. An investigation by the Daily Maverick has revealed a troubling trend of South African tertiary students using their NSFAS allowances for online gambling. The key points of the report include financial and emotional toll. Students are using their state-funded allowances to fund accounts on betting platforms. This has led to severe consequences, including significant personal debt and the inability to pay for basic necessities like food and rent. Desperation as a driver. The investigation suggests that the gambling problem is partly fueled by NSFAS's own administrative failures. Delayed allowance payments have led some students to view gambling as a desperate means to make ends meet. Official response. While NSFAS claims it has not received formal complaints regarding the misuse of funds for gambling, the organization stated it is continuously monitoring its processes to ensure funds are used for their intended educational purposes. It's actually pretty heavy. The Daily Mavericks spoke on how some students are using their NSFAS allowances to gamble, and it's honestly heartbreaking to see how fast things spiral for them. Basically, they're taking money meant for food and books and putting it into sites like Betway or games like Aviator. One student from Walter Sisulu University shared that she lost her R500 allowance, then her book allowance, and ended up lying to her grandmother and child at home just to hide the debt. It got so bad that people at her residence were seizing her stuff and harassing her, and she almost dropped out because she couldn't face the embarrassment. Another student, Mudzinani, blew his entire R5,200 book allowance on betting. He said he was chasing a soft life after seeing others win big, but it just led to him losing focus in class and falling into massive debt. He basically grew up in a house where betting was just part of the daily routine. His mom did the lotto, and his grandmother bet on horses, so for him it didn't seem like a big deal. When he got his NSFAS allowance, he'd set aside most of it for groceries, but he'd take the remaining R600 and try to double it to make extra cash. Keirumetsi Mashigo, a clinical psychologist, basically says that gambling addiction isn't just a bad choice. It's a total breakdown in decision-making. She pointed out a few reasons why students are getting hit so hard right now. The drug lord tactic. She didn't hold back. She compared betting companies to drug lords. They use influencers to act as the face of gambling to make it look cool and easy, luring people in just like a dealer would. Brain manipulation. It's not just luck, it's science. The apps use specific lights and sounds designed to stimulate the brain and keep you hooked, even when you're losing. The accessibility trap. Since gambling is right on your phone or TV 24/7, there's no escape from the temptation.
A Bulawayo man has been arrested for allegedly stealing and gambling away more than 10,000 United States dollars belonging to his mother. Police say the money was saved over a period of more than 10 years by the 48-year-old woman who was self-employed and had intended to use it for a building project. The money was reportedly kept at various points inside the family home in Kulumane, and all 5 of her children knew where it was stored. According to police, the woman last checked the money in September 2025. When it amounted to about $10,300. On January 19, 2026, she went to retrieve it but discovered that it was missing. A police report was then filed, leading to investigations and interviews with the children. Police say it was established that her second son, 22-year-old Macmillan Zimunu, had taken the money. The Bulawayo spokesperson, Inspector Nomalanga Msebele, said the suspect admitted to stealing the funds and using them on several occasions to gamble on a game known as Aviator, where he lost all the money. Police say the total amount stolen was $10,300 and nothing has been recovered. Police have urged members of the public to avoid keeping large sums of money at home and to use banks to safeguard their savings.
The Aviator can cause anxiety and stress due to the constant fear of losing money and the high-pressure crash nature of the game. It causes sleep deprivation as students stay up late chasing losses or suffer from racing thoughts about debt. A sense of hopelessness often sets in when the realization hits that the money for essentials like food and rent is gone. Due to Aviator, relationships fall apart and struggle. Conflicts arise because of broken trust, lying to loved ones about finances, and borrowing money that can't be repaid. It causes financial instability by draining NSFAS allowances and forcing students into the hands of predatory lenders. and leads to emotional burnout from the exhausting cycle of temporary highs and devastating lows. Gambling addiction doesn't just affect individuals. It affects families who often have to sacrifice their own meager resources to bail the student out.
To reach 2 and then we cash out. This one is saying 2. This one is saying 2. No cap, no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap, no cap. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. This one is saying 2. No cap. Buying McDonald's for the whole chat after this, boy. McDonald's for the whole chat on me. On me. Gav. Ima kancane. Ima. Chat, maybe I can put another 100, chat. Wait, chat. I say we put another 100. I say we put another one last time. One last time we'll put another 100, boy.
And this thing is very, very dangerous. It's more than nyaupe.
Sure.
Nyaupe boys will steal to smoke. When you are addicted to play this aviator gambling, you will sell everything that you have in your house. You will sell. I'm telling you this from experience. I was a waiter at Emperor's Palace. I used to serve drink the whole night. When you get paid, there is spirits that is behind this gambling. When you get paid, before you even load a petrol to your car, you have a reserve tank. You say, let me go and play this thing. I'll pour petrol after. You go there with a reserve tank. You play, you lose the whole money.
Yeah.
After that, in the morning, you call the waiters that, can I please have the money for me to go home? They used to ask money from us as a waiter for them to go back home. Not
So
only...
You come there with a lot of money. The waiters are serving you drinks. It's nice.
Yes.
In the morning, the very waiters, you are calling them to ask them for money because you lost all your money.
You lost
during the night.
Everything.
Someone that walked in maybe as a millionaire leaves with nothing. They don't even have petrol to get home.
Hollywood indeed can change your life to the point that you go to Hollywood driving. You will leave Hollywood walking. Without a car. This thing is very, very dangerous. Very, 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 very dangerous. I did gambling as well. Before I have my encounter with Christ.
Okay.
And I lost a lot of money.
Did you make money as well?
You can make money, you can lose money.
Okay.
You can make money, you can lose money. When you make money, it's where they will start to give you a VIP card that now you are a VIP. When they start offering you a VIP card,
it's a trap.
It's a trap. It's a trap. You must run for your life. But you won't run.
Aviator is not going to make you a millionaire. Spinazonke is not going to make you a multi-millionaire. Roulette is not going to make you a billionaire. Tell me, if you have a gambling problem, or if you are an impulsive gambler, you need to stop, and you need to stop right now. Gambling does destroy lives. I, for one, was destroyed by gambling and my gambling addiction. Show me there's life after gambling, there's life outside of gambling. And trust me, it comes with so much peace. Gambling will turn you into a horrible person. Gambling will destroy your life. And unfortunately, your family will suffer. And unfortunately, your kids will be at the receiving end of your gambling addiction. You need to stop. Join me every single day as I go live to try raise awareness. Aviator is not going to make you a millionaire.
Work on yourself, because everything outside you, money, status, possessions, can disappear. But the things you build within yourself, no one can ever take away. If you want a strong and stable life, Focus on developing these 11 things. 1. Work on your character. Focus on the kind of person you are becoming. Character stays with you even when everything else is lost. 2. Work on your knowledge. What you learn becomes part of your mind. The more you study and understand, the stronger your thinking becomes. 3. Work on your skills. Skills are built through practice and effort. Once you truly master something, it becomes a permanent part of who you are. 4. Work on your discipline. Do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Discipline builds the life that emotions alone cannot create. 5. Work on your mindset. You cannot control everything that happens in the world, but you can control how you see it and how you respond. 6. Work on your faith. When life becomes difficult, faith helps you keep moving forward. It reminds you that hard times never last forever. 7. Work on your resilience. Life will knock you down from time to time. The important thing is learning to stand up again each time. 8. Work on your self-awareness. Take time to understand yourself, your strengths, your limits, and your reactions. Knowing yourself is the beginning of real growth. 9. Work on your creativity. Allow yourself to think freely and express your ideas. Your imagination is something no one else can control or own. 10. Work on your confidence. Believe in your value without needing constant approval from others. True confidence comes from within. 11. Work on your gratitude. Appreciate what you already have while still working toward what you want. Gratitude brings balance and peace to your life. In the end, the strongest investment you will ever make is the one you make in yourself. Because everything you build inside your mind and character stays with you for life. Work on yourself.